yay, fucking A. We've made it. I think that breaks the official community standards of all the streaming platforms we have. If you say the F word, you know, in the first 15 seconds, someone's gonna call the fucking police. And my response to that is always, who gives a shit? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to another episode. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Now, I'm going to check today. Lexi, you with me?
Yes.
Can everybody hear Lexi? Say something like...
November. There's a delay.
No, I know. I'm doing that on purpose. Just doing that to mess with you. Guys, if this is your first time watching the most powerful thing, the most important thing, the most valuable thing that any of you could do right now to contribute to our live streams, of course, is sharing this live feed. If this is your first time tuning in and you've never seen this program before and you're wondering how to help the channel, the page, the band, the stream, one of the easiest things you can do is just share this. It's cheap, doesn't cost any money. Share us to groups, share us to Reddit, share us to Facebook, wherever you're tuning in from. We are a hard rock and heavy metal band from Manchester, New Hampshire. Off stage, we are also streamers, content creators, and everyday people. How you doing, Lex?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So, you're in a charming mood this evening. What's up? What are you doing over there?
Drawing shapes.
Well, reality is made out of geometry.
Yeah.
Particles and waves. So, enjoy.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the delightful Lexi Swarm, my co-host. You can donate to the band here on Facebook. If you love our images, our music, our broadcasts, our live stream, you can do that also. You can subscribe to Sepsis, the page here on Facebook. That helps us out. Subscribing to us on YouTube. You also can have access to our bonus content, our behind-the-scenes content, or support through the multiple tiers on our website. On our website, we have several options for people to volunteer to donate to the band. So I appreciate that. Each Wednesday, tonight is Wednesday, right? Last time I looked, it was. Each Wednesday, we are learning and examining the industry stories, music news, technology, social media, independent music tips, tools, predictions, statistics, and strategies. Of course, we cover digital marketing, some advertising, technology, and most of it has to deal with the topic of the $17 billion independent music industry. You guys can follow along in the chat. On social media, today in the modern world on social media, we have kind of a, how would I describe it? An algorithmic mental health and attention crisis. A data addiction and storage dilemma. How much mounting daily misinformation requires a response at any given time? And how do we process it all, and where do we store it, Lexi?
Where do we store it?
That's a facetious thing.
Oh.
We have a new war, everybody, and it's a war on originality. I've been telling you guys about it for a long time. This is a brand new war that we have. It's a war on originality, identity, original ideas, English and words themselves, guys, languages. A war on attention and where to store it all. See, everybody thinks that this technology and music thing and social media thing is about data. But it has much more to do with attention than it does data. It has to do with ownership and where facts and words matter more than ever. Where do we store them? Anything that you guys at home, okay? Here's something that you can tell your buddies. Some of you guys are just meeting us for the first time. For those of you that don't know our band very well, anything that you don't like about our band, or anything you don't support about this band, anything you heard, anything that makes your skin crawl, anything that makes you upset, or anything that you don't support about us, please go tell your friends and share your opinion with everybody that you know. See that? If you don't support what we do on this page, go tell your fucking mom. Anything that you like about this band, anything that you support about Sepsis, please go tell your friends and share us with the world. Anything that you don't like about me or anybody else in the band, anything that you don't support or don't like about this band, go and share that with your friends. Share your opinions and your criticism about us to the world. Go tell the world what you think.
Keep spreading the band.
Please, anything that you don't like about us, go tell your father and ask him for permission so you can share it with your friends and screenshot that. Anything you like about us and support, screenshot it and share it with your friends and your closest buddies and your allies.
Share that too.
Anything you don't like about me, anything you don't like that I do, anything you don't hear about me in my personal life, anything that you hear about me, any rumors or anything like that, write it all down. Screenshot it, put it in messages to your friends, and then share it all over the internet. Tell your mom. And don't fucking hold back, because I won't hold back when it comes to me pursuing success for this band. I hope you guys understand. See, we never fear who we are, everybody, because we don't ever fear the truth. I know that's hard for some of you guys to understand. We don't care what other people like. We don't care how people feel in terms of how we choose to live, or we're not going to sacrifice who we are or what we like to do something that another band or individual or community thinks is good or valuable or advertising. Go share that with your buddies. Share that I don't give a shit.
Share with the world.
The people that matter to you the most, or that have the most powerful impact on you, go share the funniest, humiliating thing about me and my band you possibly can. And then duplicate that and mimic that every single day. Because, guys, nobody has the authority. There's no music industry. There are no laws. There is nothing that limits who I am or who I want to be or what I want to say. That might be disappointing for a lot of you guys at home. But at the end of the day, there's not an authority, there's not anybody with enough money or enough muscles that is alive today that can limit what I'm going to say on the internet. Now go tell your friends. This is a live show, and it's very different because I don't have to answer to anybody. Like maybe in your band, you have to answer to your band leader. Or maybe in your family, you have to answer to your dad or your mom. Most of you guys got to wake up in the morning. You have a boss to answer to. And I'm not making fun of you for that. What I'm saying is I don't answer to nobody. And that's the difference. See, I have this show, and this live show is different because William doesn't answer to any man. I don't answer to any badges. I don't answer to my parents. I don't look towards politicians. I don't look up to other rock bands. I don't look up or admire celebrities. I don't have any leaders in society that have the power or that have the influence over me that prevent me from living or speaking the truth whenever I feel like it. You see that? You guys, the truth is always ongoing, and the real challenge is how to distribute that truth. The truth will be always emerging. Our issue in humanity is how to distribute that truth. Because for every lie that requires an answer, you need storage. You need space in your heart, in your mind for the truth. Do you understand that? Do you understand what makes me different from you? You answer to your wife or your boss. You answer to the music industry. That's the reason what makes this show different is you can ask everybody that knows me personally that I don't answer to anybody. The police, the jail, my mother, and that's what makes me the captain of this ship. That's why I have this show. This is a different show and a different stream than the ones that you guys are used to. This is the only broadcast, the only band page in the fucking world that covers live music and news the way that I do, because I don't have to answer to no man in the morning. I don't have to answer to my wife or my parents. I don't have to answer to the music industry. I don't have to answer to rock and roll. I don't have to answer to it. That's what makes this show different. At the same time, we are teaching musicians each time that we do this on Wednesdays. We're teaching fans everywhere that music isn't man-made. And you don't own your wife or the land that you purchased, sucker. We're not journalists. I'm not a fucking journalist. I don't care about that. I'm not a news reporter. I don't look up to them. We're not here to make friends. I'm not here to make friends with any of you. I'm not here to be accepted by any groups or by any industries. I'm not here to satisfy any bands or people on Facebook. I don't have any family, and I don't want any friends. I'm not impressed by legacy companies or corporations. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Christian, and I'm not a Muslim. I don't adhere to religion. I don't play sides. I don't make music for status. I don't play guitar for incremental gain. I don't do lives or music or art. I don't have any interest in being the best. I don't have no ideas or plan to be perfect or to be the first at anything. That's why none of you motherfuckers out there can take anything from me. Are we understood? My mission has been and always will be, listen up. Our mission here at the band, our mission and our band is under one banner. And that banner is to be true to ourselves naturally, boldly, and authentically. Like it or not. What's wrong with my thing? This is a show. If you show up here on Wednesday, this is a show for the intellectually honest. If you're not intellectually honest, then you don't belong here and you're not even invited. How about that? This is a band for the intellectually honest. This is a band for intelligent people. My music is for intelligent people. So if you're an idiot, you're probably not going to get it. My music is not for everybody to get. I'm not your friend. I'm not everybody's buddy. I don't make music to be people's buddies. I come from rap music. So you can imagine, making music for me is not about making friends. This band is about a message that holds longevity. This band has a message of sharing wisdom. Our band in Sepsis has a message of diversity, freedom, and equality, vibrating across the vast reality of each moment. Facts and words and even music matter more than ever. And if it doesn't matter to you, then you don't belong here. You're not invited. We're not the kind of band that is looking to be viral, accepted by the rest of the world. That's something that you guys want to do. If you like our music, if you like our images, if you understand or you want to learn more about us or our stories, you're welcome here. If you like our controversy, then do your best to share it with your friends in the world. If there's something that you hear about us or there's controversy or music that you don't like, screenshot that feedback, blow it up, make it bold, put an ad on it, and share it across to your most closest allies. On the other hand, if you don't like our music, let's remember our perceived sexuality, our images. If you don't like my fucking skin color, if you don't like my lyrics, do your very best to share the images, troll our controversy, share your criticism to all your closest allies, your colleagues, and your friends, and everybody that you think you trust. We don't fucking porn to you. We don't beg you to be here. We didn't ask for your attention. We're not asking anybody in the world to listen to our music. I know that's a thing that bands do. We're not asking people to listen to our music. In fact, you can't remember the last time that we've ever sent you a message or an invite of anybody listening to our fucking music, because we know that you don't want to. And we don't fucking care. Listening to our music is not something that we need everyone to do. We just need the right people to do it. Forcing you to follow our pages or watch our programs is just something that we're not interested in. It's important to understand that no one is more responsible for our success and advertising our band more than our haters and non-followers. So thank you. Our haters and non-followers follow us more than our actual followers. And the hardest working staff members that we have on our team happen to be our haters. And for you, I am grateful. You can support what we do. You can get behind our images. You can call your pastor. You can have a text message to your therapist. You guys can complain about it to your wife because God knows you answer to her. Complain about sepsis to your boss. God knows you answer to him or her. Call the cops. Call your parole officer. Say a prayer. Do the Macarena. It's time for another episode of William vs. the World! That's how we do it. Good evening, Lex.
Good evening.
Do you want to light this joint?
Heck
Sometimes
yeah.
I got to do that. You know, we got to do the whole thing.
Don't have the fuego.
Ricky, what's up? Jason, what's up? Chad, what's up in the chat? Rich, what's going on? How you guys doing? Rich, it doesn't matter what we people hear or don't hear about us. We don't give a fuck what they do. Doesn't matter what people hear about us. I hope you guys hear terrible things. That way I can see if you're my friend or not. See, because making real friends isn't about when things are going good, Rich. Being a real friend or being a real community member here means sticking together when shit gets hot. So if you can't stick with sepsis and shit gets hot, get the fuck out of here. We're not looking to make friends or people please around here. If you ride with us, you ride or die with us. We're not your regular band. You fuck with us or you don't. If you don't fuck with us, we don't fuck with you. We're not here for morals and merit, because then we got to get down to what our daddies and our mommies taught us. We're not doing that. If you fuck with us, you fuck with us. That's it. What's going on?
I was about to say I don't have the lighter.
You know, that's funny. Guys, Jay-Z's back. I told him not to do it.
Back again.
No, so we've been covering this. We always cover the sex offender musicians because, I don't know, I did 17 years in prison, and we don't do sex offenders. But Jay-Z got accused of being a sex offender, and then, lo and behold, the accuser backtracked on her statements. We covered it here last week. But the only reason why I wanted to cover this moment is because Jay-Z is now going to sue the former accuser and the lawyer over the bit. Don't you ever feel like when it's time to feel like you won? A woman accuses you of sexually abusing you, and then it comes out later on that she isn't. Isn't it time to just shut the fuck up and be grateful? You got millions of dollars, you got the Super Bowl, you got all type of shit going on. You're powerful, you're strong, you're rich. I mean, when do powerful and strong and rich men that get accused of rape and then found innocent, when is it? Isn't there a time you just walk away? I'm asking. It's not like I know. What do you guys think in the chat? Should Jay-Z just shut the fuck, go home and make a sandwich? Does he really need to sue the lawyer and do all of these things? Is it necessary? What did he lose? It's not like he's going to get his reputation back. Somebody accused you of some fucked up shit. Lo and behold, it didn't make it to a court. I feel like it's time to just throw in the towel and say, hey man, let me be grateful for my freedom. Hey, let me speak. I'm going to speak for myself, okay? I'm not going to speak for Jay-Z. I'm a black guy and I'm glad to be out of prison. If that's what I'm saying, I'm an African American and I'm glad not to be in prison. I'm sure there's a lot of guys that feel like me. If somebody accused me of some shit that I didn't do and I was found innocent, I might just walk away. Thoughts? I got your back too, Rich. That's it. You got my back and I got yours. That's how it works, brother. That's how it always works. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Yo, Ricky said give him a sandwich. Yo, you got nothing on this, Lex?
Oh, I was just wondering, like, what's the purpose of suing someone if you won the case?
He didn't win.
Or they backed out or whatever.
Yeah, like nobody wins or loses.
What's the purpose of suing someone?
Well, usually
if they denounce.
Well, usually you sue
allegations?
somebody for money. But I guess, I mean, it's humiliating being accused of something that you didn't do. That's for sure.
But they denounced the accusation.
Let me tell you something. If you're an African American, you've been being accused of shit your whole life that you didn't do. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm posing this question. I'm trying to learn something. I'm an African American that went to jail for over 10 years.
I'm also
However, I went to prison for something I did.
right, like, and like you said in the thing, like the person that made those allegations denounced their allegations.
Yeah.
So like nothing ever really saw anything. So why sue?
That's what I'm
Is my
saying. Leave it
question.
alone. No one to walk away. I'm sure he's busy. There's only 24 hours a day. In between suing people, rapping, doing the Super Bowl, do you have time to show up at court? And that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we're
just
both
crazy.
asking the same thing.
Okay. Let me just read a little bit of this. Jay-Z filed a defamation lawsuit against attorney Tony Bublione, whatever his name is, David Fortney, and their Jane Doe client on Monday. He's suing the lady. You know, I mean, I don't know. She seems pathetic. If she didn't, like, let's just say, okay, according to the law, he's innocent, right? So let's just say that she made some shit up about him. Now he wants to hang out with her in court to get revenge? Why? You're successful. How can you be successful and happy and then you want to go hang out with somebody that wrongly accused you of something? Let it go.
And then they denounced it.
She's desperate. Apparently she's broke, and the idea is that women allege that strong and powerful men abuse them so they can get paid. I mean, isn't that the big defense? All these rich and powerful men go, it's a money grab. Okay, let's go with it. Then if it's a money grab, then she's broke, dude. And chances are one of the reasons that she accused you of this is hopefully to come up on some money. But if that is the case, you're the guy with the money, you're successful, you've got a big career, you've been cleared of the charges, why not just go home and fuck your R&B wife and shut your mouth?
And plus, why
not?
why spend your money that you've made to go sit in court with someone that denounced the allegations to you? You could spend that money doing something else.
It just seems like a
In my opinion.
happy, rich, and successful, powerful man has more to do than go back to court and get revenge over people that wrongly accused him of shit that they supposedly didn't do.
I don't understand this.
You didn't go to jail.
That's what I'm saying. When
Most
she
of
went
the-
to jail.
I'm
or
a
whatever-
brown guy. Most of the brown guys I know went to fucking jail
Right.
for nothing.
He didn't.
Brown people go to jail for being accused of shit. I could tell you
All the
because I'm
time.
fucking brown. He's a brown guy that doesn't have to. He goes to the Super Bowl. Go to the Super Bowl and shut the fuck up.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you're yeller. Use a damn lie. Leave a little girl alone. Go spend your money and fuck your R&B wife and keep your mouth shut.
And she agreed to lying about it. So I don't understand.
Ricky
this.
say he's bullying her. That's what I feel.
That's kinda like
hold on.
bullying.
It's bullying. That's what I'm saying. You're powerful. Yes, she's pathetic, and yes, it's nasty. She shouldn't have done that. God
He's
damn it.
taking it a step further.
You
It's
a damn lie. Get going with that. Hi, let the girl go.
Why is he on hots like that?
Jay-Z is on HOTS. He filed a lawsuit against Tony Bumblebee, or whatever his name is. March 3rd, Jay-Z... I got to put up the computer screen. Here you go, guys. So you know I'm not making this shit up. Guys, I put all this stuff up in the back just so you can read along with me. If you want to, do it or don't. It's, you know what I mean? This show is just for entertainment. Don't get too carried away. On Monday, March 3rd, Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, proposed 3 causes of action: malicious prosecution, abuse of process, and civil conspiracy against all 3 defendants. He also proposed a 4th cause of action: defamation the Jane Doe. Against Jane Diddley Doe! What the fuck is going on? What the you're what? Come on, Jay!
How is that?
Come on, Jay. You know Jay-Z's got better things to do than pick on his pretend victims. All right, he's seeking assumed actual and punitive damages. Jay-Z claimed in the new filing that the initial allegations of rape and assault against him were knowingly false and malicious. The thing is when you bring this shit up back over and over and over and over again, people just go Jay-Z and rape, Jay-Z and rape, Jay-Z and rape, Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Like, that's the problem with the news outlets, and that's the problem with the megaphone of the internet, is people just over, and that's why I reported on this to clear things up. The dude's innocent. It's not like I want him to be guilty. Guys, if we want people like Jay-Z or Puff Daddy to be guilty, that means that we want rape victims? Come on!
No one wants
Come on,
that.
guys. It's not like I'm sitting here like I want the guy to be guilty. No, I'm clearing his name. Whether I like his music or not, I'm just showing you. I'm teaching you guys about transparent journalism. Not like anybody gives a shit. There you go. So there's the story. Jigga. I almost said Jigga Kelly not guilty. Remember that song? But Kelly was guilty. Remember?
Yeah.
So remember that song, guys? Murder was the case they gave him. They sure did. Anyway, here's one. Here's an update, everybody. Social media platforms challenge Australia's ban for under 16 people using social media. Remember? Do you guys remember this one? We're covering it. This is it. We've been covering this shit for years. I said it first. I said kids and adults should no longer spend alone time on digital apps and social products that promote and advertise adult themes. Did everybody get that? For God's sakes. What? Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry about that. For God's sakes. Why do we have electronic cyberspaces, manufactured synthetic environments where we host, promote, and advertise and allow children to spend time with grown adults in private that share, host adult themes? Everybody in the chat, go. Why do we have it? Everybody in the chat, why do we have it? Why do we? It's 2025. Why do we have social environments where minors, that their brains are developing, underage children, why do we have underage minors? Why are they allowed access on social sites where they can spend private time with adults? Why do we have it? I'm gonna wait. Somebody tell me. I'm gonna stop yelling. Guys, can you tell me why we have this? Can a rational parent, and I'm not rational. I'm not saying I have the answers. I'm not saying for the life of me, why should people with developing brains, you would never read a porno with a kid alone in a room, right? I hope the answer is no. You would not have an adult conversation. You would not have an adult activity. You would not have an adult themed environment in private with a minor, would you?
No.
Then why the fuck do we do it online? Why do we act and behave and run our mouths online when we won't do it in the grocery store? And my answer is you won't get your teeth knocked out. In the regular, normal, the shit that people say on the internet, if they'd have said it to you in Demoulas, you knock their fucking teeth out. Yes or no? If somebody had a private, adult-themed conversation with your child in a private area, you knock their fucking teeth out. Simple. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But y'all know how I feel about it. Australia continues the progress in a social media ban for all users under 16. Motherfucker!
Finally, someone.
Finally! Bro! Kids have to wait to be 16 to get their driver's license to operate a machine. Why the fuck fuck can children use Tinder or fucking Facebook or any of these apps? Why do minors and children have access to apps where adults and strangers can hang out with them in private? Why?
Because the creators that created it didn't create it.
What the fuck?
They're fucking
I'm
up.
from prison. I'm telling you this is a mistake.
Criminals made it, that's what I'm saying.
The internet is a fucking crime wave.
Yeah. And
It's a pedophile's fucking paradise.
And Australia is the smartest country to finally do something about it. Not just
Joe.
have these fancy speeches
Dog.
and talk about it and preach to the choir.
Dog.
Do anything. Australia's the only one that's doing something
What
about
the
it.
fuck?
For real.
Oh my
They're
god.
setting the example of keeping the internet safe for the children.
We always
For
do
the
that.
developing mind.
Yo, what the fuck?
They're the only one.
When we're trying to make products and we're trying to make points and we're trying to pinky promise everybody that everything's safe, we always bring up the kids. Like fucking chicken hawks. You guys always say, drive in the car, it's safe for your kids. And eat the food, it's safe for your kids. And you guys are always trolling and piggybacking the fucking kids and what the kids need. To me, adults that care about other kids other than the ones that are in their house are fucking trolling.
And they're not doing anything about it.
Dude,
They're just
people
talking.
don't even like their own kids. Don't stop advertising like you like other people's kids. Let me tell you guys something right now. Let's get it all out in the open. I hate your fucking kids. You hate my kids. I hate your kids. Your next door neighbor hates your kids. We all hate each other's kids. Let's just keep it real.
And keep them off the internet.
Right. The minute we all agree that we hate each other's kids, we can stop lying about the shit. You hate your own kids. When people are like, oh my God, Will, that's so harsh. No, it's not. I can prove that you hate your kids because you don't even like the things they say. You don't know who they are. You don't hang out with them or their friends. We know that you don't like the other kids in the neighborhood because you talk behind their backs. You talk behind their parents' backs. You're not willing to work with people. It takes a neighborhood to raise a kid. No, it doesn't. They're being raised on TikTok and Snap fucking chat.
And Australia's the only one saying no more.
Ricky, you're different. I'm saying the majority. The majority of people don't like other people's kids. And that's because other people's kids are fucking mean. They've been raised on the internet, not by people.
And they bully each other.
And they've been raised on Christianity. They've been raised on punishment. They've been raised on privilege. Kids don't like other kids. And their parents don't like the kids that they hang out with.
Or other parents.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, all the parents that grew up in my neighborhood fucking hated me. And we hated them. My family hated our neighbors, and my neighbors fucking hated me, and we fucking still hate you motherfuckers. Fuck you! You may not like it, but I'm the first person that's ever been honest with you. I don't want to watch your nasty ass fucking kids, and you don't like mine either, because you don't like what I believe. You don't think what I think. You don't eat what I eat. We're not the same. I don't like your kids because of what you teach them, what you fucking feed them, what you fucking encourage your kids to believe. I don't like your kids because I don't like you. Because you're the type of parents to give your fucking kid one of these machines. You're the fucking person to resent your fucking children when they don't agree with you, when they don't fuck like you, when they don't talk like you, when they don't want the name that you gave them. Fuck out of here. Alright, here's Snoop Dogg, the sellout. Not like I feel like covering this. Snoop Dogg ditches Spotify after getting royalty check. The inks with Web3 alternative Tune FM. Look, there's only one bigger grifter. There's only one bigger fucking fake ass salesman sellout that I've ever seen on the fucking planet in my 44 years, and I won't even say his name on this fucking channel. We've never said his name on this channel, and we never will. But Snoop Dogg comes in second. No, well, Ricky, we lie about liking each other's kids, but we don't know each other's kids. How can you like a motherfucker that you don't know? We people please, and we pretend, and we say things in tradition. That's the problem with the world, is we're all liars. We teach our kids about the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus and fucking white dudes that walk on water and part fucking seas, and what the fuck you talking about? We tell lies to our children, and then by the time they hit puberty, we tell them they gotta get a fucking job. The fuck you talking about? We lie to them. And then the kids wind up resenting us because the parents of today are too busy still trying to, I don't know, impress their World War II parents. Wake the fuck up. Don't get me started on that shit. Snoop Dogg and the self-described decentralized music streaming platform just recently reached out with word on the move. In no uncertain terms, the longtime crypto enthusiast Snoop Dogg. Not only is he an enthusiast in 17-year-old white women, he is also an enthusiast of cryptocurrency, Lexi. Remember Girls Gone Wild?
Yeah, you showed
Girls Gone Wild with Snoop Dogg. Remember that shit?
Yeah, you showed me a trailer of it the other day.
Only thing I remember Snoop Dogg doing is getting stuck with that murder case he wasn't ready to deal with, and then he ran down south hiding behind Master P because he had all kind of snitch allegations, only to pop up later on to be a born-again Christian Rastafarian, and here he is, once again, the Girls Gone Wild sellout.
That's how I recall Snoop Dogg is that case as well.
Yeah. I don't even feel like reading it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and he's not the only one that's ditched Spotify. So join the club.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the reason why I was gonna say what they do. You know what I mean? Like
that's not anything special.
Right, you're not a rebel. I just want to pull him on and say,
everybody else.
Right, you're not Snoop lying. You ain't got that.
No.
Sucker. He's not like us.
No.
All right. Shit. All the brothers I knew could do a little time and keep their mouth shut. YouTube announces updates to its teen safety tools. YouTube has announced some new safety features for teen users, including a range of additional third-party resources to help encourage more conscious, safe online behaviors. What is wrong with that?
They took them.
That's great.
That took so long for them to figure out. I'm glad they finally figured it out.
Yo, Ricky said, yo, he's a joke. He's not Snoop lying. He's Snoop lying.
Now that's a name I can get behind.
Woo! That was great. He's Snoop lying. You a damn lie.
A damn lie.
You a damn lie.
He's lying in front of the court.
He's lying in front of the court. Shit. First of all, YouTube has partnered with the American Psychopathic Association. No, I'm just kidding. First of all, YouTube has partnered with the American Psychological Association. That's safer.
It's a little different.
On the release of new parent guide, which includes evidence-based recommendations for supporting teens, healthy video viewing habits. God, that's all we're asking for. Just a minor contribution as the world expands. I don't think that's too much to ask. The new guide, based on analysis of hundreds of studies, aims to provide key guidance notes on how to limit the harms of online content and exposure. Yeah. Some video platforms offer features to enhance youth's engagement and or to safeguard youth from inappropriate content. However, this may look different across different platforms. Some of these features could include auto-playing videos in quick succession and personalized content recommendations. Teens are in a critical stage of development where impulse control, the ability to pause and think before acting, is still maturing. You know, that just really reinforces the point that I was trying to make earlier, no?
Yeah.
Is that these kids' brains are still developing well into their mid-20s, at least, right? So maybe we should not have spaces that promote adult-themed activities. Now, I got this next story for Melissa. Yo, Melissa, you ready? Listen to this, Lexi. Rocker's fiance dies after going overboard on an 80s themed rock cruise. What? Oh my God. That's not even funny. So I can't do jokes on this one. But you guys know how terrified Melissa is of like canoes and boats and shit? Like we make the joke, like what if we ever played rock cruise? And she's always said from the beginning, like when we started the band years ago, Melissa said, hey, if we ever get big enough and we get an opportunity to play on one of those rock boats, I don't want to do it. And I said, oh, come on. What if it meant, doing something big in your career? And she said, no, I'm serious. She goes, I don't care how big we ever get. I don't want to play shiprocked. I don't want to play on any of those rock and roll cruise boats. And I said, what? That sounds like so much fun. And Melissa's like, no, I don't want to sink or go overboard. So if you guys didn't know, she'd probably get mad at me now, but don't tell her I told you. Melissa's biggest fear is cruise ships and boats and shit. You'll never get her on a boat. If you want to be stabbed to death by Melissa, our lead singer, invite her on a boat. She'll kill you with her bare hands. Faster Pussycat singer Tammy Downs. I hope I'm saying that right. The fiance has let me just start that over. That was crazy, right? Faster Pussycat singer Tammy Downs' fiance has reportedly died after going overboard on the 80s cruise. Can you fucking imagine? Dude, show's over. Imagine like we're on a cruise and Lexi goes overboard or something, or like there goes Rob, I mean, what the fuck? There's no what do we do? 1 minute, you're standing in it. Oh shit, there goes Bob. That's not good.
I don't understand how it could be so, like, I hate to sound so, I hate the way this is going to sound.
I don't want to be insensitive, and that's why I'm like, oh fuck.
But I just want to know, like, maybe someone in the chat might know that has a boat or something. How is it so easy for someone on a boat, like Shiprocked, for example,
alcohol,
to just go overboard?
Alcohol. No, I don't know. I'm talking shit. But that's the first thing I think. Because, like, I think of boats and alcohol.
Because this isn't the first time someone on Shiprocked or something like Shiprocked has gone overboard.
No, quite frankly, another reason why Melissa doesn't like boats is because one time we were on a canoe and there was some alcohol associated and we almost died. We're never going on a boat ever again. So when I think of people falling over,
like I think the boats and cruises, even Shiprock, should have some sort of safety features in place, so it's not so easy for someone that's drunk or stumbling over themselves, or it's too crowded in an area
terrifying.
For someone to just easily just fall overboard.
Sounds terrifying.
I think there should be like some more safety features to prevent tragedies like that from happening.
Kimberly Birch, who was engaged to Down, went overboard the Royal Caribbean ship Sunday night, dude.
That's so sad.
That's fucking terrible. I can't think of anything worse than that.
That's terrible.
Going on a gig and having one of your band members or staff members or family members
go overboard like that is really scary.
The U.S. Coast Guard deployed a helicopter crew to assist the Royal Bahamas Defense Force with the search. See, they were out there, dude. They had helicopters. They had it, Lex. Mm-hmm. They did try. It's not like they did. It's not like she fell.
No. And
dude,
of course they
her
did.
body has not been found.
That's so sad.
Imagine the couple allegedly got into an argument before the tragedy took place. No. Oh, my God.
That's so true.
That's how you know I'm a human being, because I instantly feel that. Like, that's
so
fucked
sad.
up. I've had a lot of people die in my life, and one thing you don't want to do is be in an argument when somebody's dying, dude. Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. I really
I
am.
just wish boats
That's
and
terrible.
stuff like have better safety features in place so it's not so easy.
Ed, how's it going, brother? I see you. Greg, how's it going, brother? Thank you for being here. Yeah, that's a tough story, guys. That's a tough one.
So sad. That's so sad.
Oof. I'm sorry. Good God. I'm gonna skip this one. Fuck that. Okay. There's only really one more. A staggering excavation has rewritten the fall of Rome. Lexi, how do you feel about that?
They're gonna rewrite the fall of Rome.
The discovery changes the whole timeline of the collapse.
Oh, I bet it does.
Is this another remix?
It sounds like it. That's why I'm laughing. Are they gonna miss out key elements like Constantine?
I don't know. A 13-year-old I can't even talk this word.
Archaeologist?
I don't know how to speak. You know that. Archaeological. That's always been a tough one for me.
Mm.
Those are one of those words that I can't
Those
say
are
well.
tricky.
An excavation has shown that what was once believed a backwater town for the Roman Empire lasted far longer than originally believed. In Termina, Larinas was thriving town well to the 3rd century AD. A geophysical survey has allowed researchers to build a highly detailed image of the town's layout with an impressive list of urban features. That's cool. Interna, Laverna, Hiberna, Moderna has turned out to be far more than a backwater town. According to a publish in Roman Urbanism from Italy, this central Italian town thrived well beyond previous belief, using its impressive urban features and forward-thinking design to stave off the effects of the empire's collapse. The team was astonished by what they found from a roofed theater. That's cool. And market's location to warehouse and a river port. The discovery tossed aside assumptions previously held about the arena and the decline of Roman Italy. Turns out the city survived for around 300 years longer than previously believed and was a flourishing town. What I think is cool is that they had like a theater.
Yeah, they
And-
only had outdoor theaters around that time. So
Well-
it's interesting that it's indoors.
Even people back then wanted their entertainment. And
Oh yeah, theater was huge back then.
you know, that's no
huge.
different. I think that that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll have some more stories in weeks to come. We appreciate you guys showing up each Wednesday. Thank you so much for supporting the new music. We do have music videos coming. We have more new music on the way. Thank you so much for supporting the new song, Play the Game. Yes, that is Lexi screaming on this track with me. And we hope that we should have some more music with the girls soon, some more appearances by Hot Sauce, and just a general upgrade to our live set. If you have not made plans to get out and see one of our live shows, this is definitely the season to do it. Sometimes we get some strange messages, and one of them today was, why don't we revamp new music? And my answer to the reason why we don't revamp older music, and that is because we don't want to remix our career every time you guys get bored. You know, we are a work in progress like all bands. And when you guys get bored, go search for new bands. If you guys want something new, go search new bands and new music. That's Your job. Our job is to find new fans. Your job is to find new bands. We don't upgrade or keep remixing our music because Sepsis is a work in progress, and we hope to be doing better than the music we put out 3 years ago or 4 years ago or 5 years ago. So if you like our music and support it, if you like our older music and you support that, then listen to it. If you don't support it, go fuck your mom. And if you want to hear new music by Sepsis and you want to support new revamped music, then support the new music. If you don't like our older music or recordings, or you have feedback or criticism, or you're critical about it, look at my attitude. I'm not getting all excited about it. I have thick skin. So match me on this. Have some thick skin. If you think that our older music isn't at your quality, that's something we're not going to change or remix for you or an individual. Keep in mind, we're always making new music. And if you really wanted to support us, if you really liked that song, you would come and see us live, because that is the most upgraded version of the song. We're not going to remix any songs or do anything for you, you little privileged brats. What you can do is you can come and support new bands or new music other than us. You can discover other songs or new bands or rappers. And you can also come to a live show where we play the best of our music. If you like to see what we really do, then get your lazy ass up and come to a show. If you want to hear a remix, then come and hear us play the music live. That is the most updated version of any song that we have. Some of the other music questions I got this week were kind of weird, Lex. I got, what is the first step of our writing process?
That's a good question.
Each week I should answer some questions. You guys got any questions for the band? Any questions? Ask us anything about music, pornography, violence, prison, weed. Ask me some stuff. So before I go, I'll read these ones, though, because these ones were from fans. Sometimes people do ask me questions, and I ignore them. So I'm going to stop doing that. Somebody asked me today, what is the most important or first step of Sepsis in our writing process? And I would say the first process that I use in creating any kind of art or music is the truth. That's the process I use. The number one tool that I use when writing music for this band is the truth. That's where I start the process, and that's where I fucking end it. So when people ask me all the time, what's my most important tool? Honesty. And then I got another question here from another fan that I really appreciate. And it was like how we build our shows, or how we grade our shows, or how do we try to improve our live shows, and how do we grade it? So this is how we grade each show. If you're in a band and you don't take videos of your band, I suggest that you do. If you post them or not, or upload them, that's up to you. But our videographer is, Ed said nude music. He didn't say nude music, nude music. Yes, nude, naked.
We wish we could here.
I think, yeah, if we could get naked, we would. If we could get naked on stage and in music videos, believe me, we would. And if we could have rated R XXX Sepsis music videos, we would be the band to do that. Trust me. Yeah. It's just we haven't figured out how to do it. If you can tell us how to do it, we would. Maybe our third album will be called Naked.
That'd be cool.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
It's a good name. So the question was the question was, I don't know what the question was, but this is how I grade each show. Everybody in our band kind of breaks things down and looks at it like this. If you're in a band or you are in a live performing act, you should have a videographer or your mom or somebody taking pictures, right? Hopefully you figured that out by now. Whether or not you upload that bullshit to the internet is up to you. It's your choice. But this is what I suggest. When you get back to the band room with your little band, sit down with the band and say, hey, band, we got to review our shit. And here are some of the things that I review our band on after every show. When we put up reels, we wait for criticism and feedback. And believe me, if you're in this band, you get a lot. Criticism and feedback. We hear people whining and bitching and falling head over heels and making mistakes and running their mouths and praising and people pleasing and lying. We do that whole thing. And then when we look at the video, we start to measure the tuning. I want to look at the bass tuning, the tuning of the guitars, the tuning of the drums. The first thing that we do when we're grading our live performance is look at the tuning. The second thing that we measure and monitor is the mix, where the instruments balanced, where the volumes and the levels set, where the EQs and timbres predictable. The thing that we do in Sepsis, I don't know if you do it in your band, I'm just going to tell you here, one of the major things that we measure is how loud the vocals and the drums are. Just in modern music, you might have a different band, but for us in Sepsis, we need our drums and our vocals to be the loudest thing that people hear in the club. The next thing we grade the band on is stage presence. You know, are we moving around? You know, in our band, we got to stretch out a lot. We're very physical. We like to dance on stage. Some bands like to mosh. Some bands like to grind. We like to dance and move around. So that's something that we got to prepare for before each performance. A lot of times we might be a co-headliner or support, so we're there early supporting bands and we're staying late, so you got to stay watered up and you got to be ready for stage presentation. Can't wash yourself out or dry yourself out or exhaust yourself before the performance. The next thing that we look at is wardrobe. How are people looking? How are people doing? Everybody in Sepsis, we eat Tic Tacs. We chew gum. We make sure our breath smells nice. Everybody's pits are cleaned. That's just something we do in our band. Our clothes are washed. Our clothes are clean. Our hair is done. That's actually a big bonus of being a local band or a regional band. If you're in a touring band or a big professional band, it's hard every day to get smelling nice and looking good and doing all that. So when you are in an amateur band or a local band or a regional band, take that extra effort to do that. I think people think, oh, I'm in a local band, dude. I'm going to do that stuff, dude. I'm in a regional band. I'll do that later on, dude, when we get big, dude. But what you dudes don't understand is nobody want to smell your stinking ass breath in the club, dude, and they're not going to come back to the next show, dude. The other thing we look at is crowd interaction. And I don't mean what the crowd's doing. I mean how the band is encouraging and making an effort to garner crowd participation. The other thing we look at is, you know, big thing in modern metal and modern rap music and mumble words and bumbalaya, jumble juice. A lot of times we get guys that screaming, mumbling, bumbling, and fumbling and cupping the mic and mumbling, bubbling, hubbling, hubbling, doobla, woobla, boobla. And you can't never tell what anybody's saying or screaming or talking about and whispering. Everyone's whispering in each other's ears and being cute. No one ever can hear the lyrics. One thing you can understand about us is by watching our videos or listening to our recordings, whether you like our mixes or you like our music or not, we try to put a lot of effort in people being able to understand what we're singing and screaming. In modern lyrics, because of the auto-tunes and the mumbling and the jumbling and the screaming and all that, believe me, we love all that. But there's already 98 bands that are going to do it. There's 98% of the bands out there are mumbling and jumbling and they're angry and they're going to kill you. So we got to do something different, right? We want to be heard. The other thing we do is choreography, and I do mean like actual practice choreography. We do have a little bit of that, you know. We got to write things down, and it's not just moving your body, but it's like moving the gear, changing rigs, when certain interludes come on and intros. Choreography goes into that. Merch and advertising before, during, and after the show. Also supporting other bands, talking to fans, making friends, content creation while you're there at the show. Everybody in our band is expected to grab some photographs, you know, create a few reels while you're there. Maybe support or record and play play photographer to the other bands. Some bands don't have a photographer or have somebody there, so jump in there and help out. We all win together. Fan feedback after the show, what people are saying, what people are doing, everybody that promised to come and the people that didn't. We're listening to everybody. We're always taking feedback and criticism as we go. We're all a work in progress. The cool thing about being a band that is I'd say that our priority is longevity. And if that is the priority, if that is one of the major goals of your band, then it's important to be always a work in progress. The last but not least is our budget. You know, how much, you know, we're going to spend on a show, how much we're going to spend on ourselves, you know, how much we're going to invest in ourselves and having a good time and being comfortable, because being comfortable and being safe and having things run smoothly, it is a major part of having a great night. You know, it's our job to keep people dancing and smiling and having a good time and feeling safe. That's what we do for our job. We take it very seriously. Setup and inventory, stage dressing, that kind of stuff is a bonus. If we got enough time to hang banners and advertise and stuff, that's always nice. In the real world, sometimes you don't have the chance to do that. So working on the performance and the people, make sure the staff is safe and the fans are happy, and you know, people generally having a good time and they're well taken care of is what we like to do at each show. Hope to see you at one this spring, this summer, or hopefully the fall. Lex, do you want to say anything before we get out of here?
Listen to Play the Game, Bathwater. Catch us on our next show in April.
Just don't catch a cold. See us on the next episode of William versus the World.